What's going on, folks? Charlie of the Mazz Bads show here, bringing you a little bit of different content, some video game content. So last week I did the 2025 Jets mock offseason, and obviously since then the Jets have made some signings in free agency and whatnot, and the 2026 roster is looking a little more set. So I went ahead and skipped to 2026 in Madden 25. I made some adjustments to the roster. I brought Justin Fields over to the Jets. I brought Brandon Stevens over here to the Jets, and we're going to go ahead and try and do a little bit of a rebuild here with the current roster. Now, as you can see, there's a decent amount of holes here. Greg Zuerlein, goodbye. So, I mean, Devontae Adams was still here, C.J. Mosley, Alan Lazard, and normally if I was playing franchise by myself, I would have traded those guys in a cheesy-like manner for some great young players or some draft picks, but we're going hard mode today. So going to go through free agency, go through the draft, or the rest of free agency, I should say, and then we're going to have the roster set for 2026, and we're going to try and compete. Need a tight end. Tyler Conklin's still out there on the market in real life, too. Juwan Johnson could be kind of fun. He re-signed with the Saints in real life, but, like, 2-year deal? You taking that, Juwan? So now we're looking at a bit more of a reinforced roster. Got Rob Havenstein as the 1-year stopgap at right tackle. Juwan Johnson's coming in at tight end. Yeah, the receiver room is not ideal, man. This is, I mean, besides Garrett, this is just, oof. Defensively, not horrible. Got Brandon Stevens and Michael Carter II behind Sauce in the secondary. That's solid. Tony Adams back here at safety. All right, hopping into the NFL draft. Computer says our biggest needs are quarterback, but we're going to rock with Justin Fields this year. So this draft class I'm using, just a random one from just the Madden share menu, obviously. Obviously not up to date as possible because we'd have a couple different guys up here at the top. I mean, Luther Burden, he's fell because of some character concerns. Quinshon Judkins, he's not going to be a top 5 pick. James Pierce Jr., Denzel Burke, yeah, it's okay. It'll be all right. I think Colston Loveland might be the play if he makes it all the way to 7. Because, I mean, obviously in this draft class, he appears to be very good. Luther Burden first overall, James Pierce to the Browns. Shadur Sanders to the Giants. Wonder if that's going to happen in real life. Quinshon Judkins to the Patriots. Love that. Why are you taking a running back at 4th overall? Good job, computer. Will Johnson to the Jags. Colston Loveland. Yes. Sorry, Juwan Johnson. But Colston Love. Ooh, Mason Graham. Travis Hunter. Now we're going. Yeah, we're going to go Colston Loveland because Juwan Johnson's not the long-term answer there. And oh no. Oh no, 21st in true value. That's not good. That's upsetting. I should have taken Travis Hunter. Might have been fun with the receiver because obviously we do not have a second receiver behind Garrett. But I'm using the Kansas City playbook, and usually with that you don't really need anything besides a really good tight end and a really good wide receiver 1. So should be okay there. Who we got? A lot of safeties and running backs. We don't need running backs. We got Brees, Braylon, and Isaiah Davis. Could take a safety because Chuck Clark's not the long-term answer. Tony Adams is going to be okay for now. Could do a tackle. I think we're going to draft Jeff Rutledge here and play him at right tackle. Oh my God, I'm drafting like shit. Don't need an edge right now. I could go receiver here because these are the only really good, like, decent guys left. I think we're going to take either Marsh or Cook. Jimmy Marsh, welcome to the New York Jets. Oh my God. Let's see it. All right, come on. Normal death. Okay. You know what? I think from here on out, we're just going to let the computer handle it because obviously I can't hang. Cannot hang with this draft class for some reason. All right, so Colston Loveland, 76 overall. That's solid. Our right tackle, he might sit behind Havenstein for the year because 72 is not fantastic, and the rest of the offensive line isn't amazing. Marsh is a 68. Hey, computer, thank you for giving me a 74 overall corner. Appreciate that. Trading Juwan Johnson and Michael Clemens to the Bengals for a 4th-round pick. Going to try and get Colston Loveland as many snaps as possible, and I just wanted Michael Clemens off my team. So we are going to make sure everybody's in the right spots defensively. Brandon Stevens in the slot. I mean, shouldn't it be Carter? Whatever. In real life, it'd be Carter, but that's fine. Getting Quincy Williams and Jamie and Sherwood some love. Going to start Sherwood because we want him to get the most reps and snaps as possible. Quinnen and Foley. Will McDonald. Actually, yeah, we're going to put Will McDonald there. And then we're going to put Jermaine Johnson there because for some reason it was reversed. Madden, hello? Yeah, it's fine. And then we'll have Garrett in the slot because in this playbook, the slot receiver eats. I don't really bother with the storylines and stuff like that, so we're just going to skip right ahead to week 3 and start re-signing some guys because we want to wrap up these contracts with our star young players. Sauce Gardner, you're sticking around, buddy. Thank you. Garrett Wilson does not want to be here, but that is too damn bad. Yeah, I know it's getting tempting, Garrett. Brees, we want him here, obviously, and he is on the cheap. AVT would love to have here, too. Nice. Everyone's cooperating except for Garrett. Jermaine. Usually, whenever I play with the Jets or trade for Jermaine, he usually always wants like 16 plus a year. I really don't know why. Quincy Williams, we might franchise tag because 29 years old. I don't know if I can give you a 3-year deal, dude. Maybe 2? Yeah. Chuck Clark, you're not coming back. John Simpson. I like John Simpson. 28 years old. But he's a normal dev. Would you come back on a 1-year deal? Xavier Gibson, How much does he want? It's not terrible. But we did draft 2 receivers who are like around that overall, so like, Rob Havenstein, you're not coming back. Riley Dixon, you're not coming back. I didn't even check to see that 2-2. Actually, that's not, hey, 2-2 with both wins in the division. That's not a bad way to start the first quarter of the season. Garrett, please. Garrett, please. I might be overpaying a little bit, but come on, man. John Simpson, please. Okay. Yeah, of course he's going to come back for $15 million. Come on, man. The thing is, like, if in the off chance that we are actually going to be competing for a playoff spot this year or next year, I would like to have some of those Jet stalwarts like on the roster still, like Quincy. John Simpson, not so much, but still a good player. But he's just going to, in Madden, he's just going to start like regressing really hard. And you know who's not going to be regressing really hard is Garrett because he's going to accept this contract. No. Nobody wants to be here. I really can't blame him. All right, well, now we kind of have to get Quincy on the 1 year because now we need to franchise tag Garrett Wilson, which is not ideal, but I'm not losing him. I can't. All right, we're at the halfway point of the season, 3-3. Not a terrible place to be. I mean, honestly, I figured with this roster it'd be even worse, but, maybe this is how the first Aaron Glenn year ends up anyway. Quincy, $16 million. You can't say no to that. All right, cool. So now we are open or freed up to franchise tag Garrett Wilson. From here on out, I'm going to be simming all the way to the end of the season. We'll see if we crack the playoffs. 10-7. Let's go, man. That is cool. That is really cool. No Jets in the top categories, but, I mean, we still must have had some good performers if it was, 38 touchdowns and 17 picks. Not bad, Justin. Not bad. Room to grow. Brees with 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Justin Fields had some nice ground running as well with the football. Receiving, Garrett Wilson. Dude, 18 touchdowns and 1,200 yards, and you don't want to be here. You're bugging. Colston Loveland, nice rookie year with 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. Corley and Gibson were, solid. See, this is what I'm saying with the Chiefs playbook. You don't really need all that much. How's the offensive line? Olu, come on, man. Jamie and Sherwood leading the way, and Quincy, of course, right behind him. Quentin Williams had a good year, but that's really it. What the heck? Jermaine and Will McDonald, very quiet from the edge. Sauce with 3 picks. Brandon Stevens with 3 picks. Wow, the corners are producing, man. All right, any awards, though? 7th in offensive yards. That's hot. That's real hot. 2nd in defensive yards. Yo! Justin Fields 10th in MVP voting. Aaron Glenn 7th Coach of the Year. Not bad. Garrett didn't... Okay, that's fine. Quentin Williams up there. O'Roy. Colston Loveland was in 3rd. Ted McMillan and Luther Burden ahead of him. And no Jets in the D-Roy category. All right, so we're just going to sim ahead because I'm not going to be playing these games. It's going to be luck of the draw. Able to beat the Ravens in the wild card round in Baltimore. What about Houston? Can we beat Houston? Can we take down C.J. Stroud? No, we can't. Hey, that's not a bad first year. That is not a bad first year in the slightest. I'm a step in the right direction. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see if we got any dev trade upgrades. Garrett, the Superstar X Factor. Love that. Colston Loveland. I mean, I actually don't even know if he was... Well, he was probably star and then got the upgrade to Superstar. Defensively, nothing. No upgrades. Except for this corner we drafted last year as a Superstar. Maybe he should have been playing this whole time. All right, so let's franchise tag Garrett Wilson, and then we'll get to free agency. All right, Garrett Wilson has been franchise tagged. Let's check out what we got here on the market. Joe Tooney. Kirby Joseph. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You know, it's funny. I think Kirby Joseph would actually be a legitimate... Like, this is a realistic possibility for the Jets next year because the Lions can't pay everybody. Who knows if they're actually going to be willing to open up the checkbook. I mean, they got to pay Hutchinson, Jameson Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs they're going to have to pay soon. Kirby Joseph might be that odd man out because, you know, a lot of teams aren't really open to paying that much money for a safety. And maybe he wants to come play with his former DC in New York. So that could be something that's pretty cool. In terms of corner, I feel like we could probably trade one of Michael Carter or Brandon Stevens because we have our Mr. Superstar, not Debo Samuel. I wanted to say Dexter Samuel out of LSU. Hopping into the NFL draft here. Let's see if can have some better luck this year with the auto-generated Madden class. 26th pick in the first round. What do we got here? Could do like a real strong safety because Tony Adams he's really a free safety. I moved him over to strong just because Kirby Joseph is so good. But like a safety in the first round? Nah, I'm not a snob. I'm no snob. This guy's we're probably gonna trade Tony Adams because we have our hidden dev strong safety. Dude, I suck at this drafting thing. I'm so bad. I'm awful. I don't even think I should try with the 2nd round pick. I think I might just let the computer handle it. How'd we do? Oh, jeez, man. Maybe that guard's going to be good? That's a rough draft class. These guys, no one's going to be playing this year. Except for maybe that safety. I mean, he does have hidden dev. So I think we're going to hang on to Tony Adams because he's just super cheap. Whitaker's got 4 years on his deal. Tony Adams got 3. So, I mean, like, there's a little bit of a... We can bridge that gap there. But Brandon Stevens up for a contract this year. Not paying him. I got Carter. Got Samuel. Got Sauce. Zonovan Knight in the last year's deal. Just figured I could probably get some value there because we have, obviously, Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis. And we're getting a 3rd round pick from the Eagles out of both of these guys. So that's pretty sweet. Pretty solid. All right, so heading into season number 2. Squad's looking okay. It's looking solid. We'll see if we can live up to our divisional round expectations from last year. Justin Fields up to an 80 overall. I think we started at like a 73 with him. Got to re-sign Garrett Wilson this year. Defense looking solid. Quincy's regressing. Not great, but still going to have him for the year. Hope we can get some more production out of the edge rushers this year. We shall see. 0-2 in week 3. Not ideal. But we got some contracts to hand out. Garrett, come on, dude. Come on. I want you here. You had a great year last year. Thank you. Lord. Joe Tippmann, we would definitely want here. Thank you for accepting that off the bat. Will McDonald. I mean, 14-ish a year. I'll give you a 3-year deal, Will, but, like, that production was just not there last year. I think Simpson and... I mean, I could do another 1-year deal for John Simpson, potentially. Quincy, though, it hurts so bad because I love Quincy Williams, the player, in real life. But, like, dude, I'm playing Madden right now. I'm sure the Jets were probably thinking the same thing because he's entering the last year of his deal. 0-3. Oh, no. Did we overachieve last year? We might have. Yeah, I'm sure you're happy for $16 million a year, Mr. McDonald. All right, that's all the guys I wanted wrapped up. So we're just going to go to the playoffs from here. Fingers crossed. 4-13? How do we go from 10-7 to 4-13 with a better roster? Justin Fields regressed hard is what happened. He went from like 38 touchdowns and 17 picks to this. Brees, bad year. Garrett, rough year. I mean, good year, but not what we wanted and not what he had last year. That's for damn sure. Got some production out of the defensive line. McDonald and Jermaine. The sacks aren't there, but the TFLs are solid. This is rough, dude. I think we're going to have to go all in next year. Quinn Williams, once again, the DPOY conversation. No Jets anywhere else. No dev trade upgrades for offense. Nothing on defense. Nobody we really want to bring back here. Quincy Williams, yeah, he regressed to a 76. That's terrible. Not going to pick up the option. When it comes to picking up these options in Madden, I mean, in real life, obviously, they're great. But, like, why would you want to push off paying a guy for a year who's just going to be more expensive the year after? That's the way I see it. But, all right, we're trading John Simpson, Tony Adams, a 3rd, a 6th, and a 7th to the Colts for DeForest Buckner. All right, last year of the rebuild, we're going all in. Just sent Will McDonald a 1st and a 2nd to the Raiders for Max Crosby and Nakobe Dean because we needed another linebacker. And just needed maybe some more production out of the defensive line. I mean, they were solid, like okay the last 2 years, but not great. Max Crosby is great. So I was kind of hoping to get Fred Warner in free agency as well, but he decided to sign with the Chargers. Gross. But we're going all in. I mean, this is probably going to be the last year that we're doing this because, I don't know, the video can't be that long. So moving Max Crosby to right edge. And, yeah, look at that defensive line, dude. Look at that defensive line. That is absurd. We're going to hope and pray that the defensive line holds up and the offensive line holds up because obviously we traded John Simpson. We're going to be counting on Mr. Payton here. Rutledge, you better have a better 3rd year, 2nd year starting. And Justin Fields, man, I believe in you. We're skipping the draft because I suck at drafting, and we don't even have that good of picks. So here we go. The all-in year begins. So even with no 1st or 2nd round pick, able to find a hidden dev right outside linebacker. Shout out to CPU. Yeah, this is going to be the team. Except we're going to move Garrett to the slot receiver because we want our best receiver getting the most targets. That's how it works here in Madden. And here we go. 1-1 through 2 games. That's okay. That's all right. We can live with that. Olu, you're back, man. You're not going nowhere. Franchise left tackle right here. Shout out Penn State football. Justin Fields, interesting. Q, we want Q here, of course. That's fine for now. We're just going to forget it. Forget the contract stuff. We're going to the playoffs. Please. Please. 10-7. Able to replicate the success from year 1. That is crazy. No Jets in the top 3 of the major categories. Justin Fields. He's back. Oh, he's back. Oh, everybody's back. Garrett with 21 touchdowns. Good Lord, man. Defensive line. Max Crosby leading the way. Jermaine Johnson, okay. Quentin Williams, DeForest Buckner, solid. Just about solid everywhere. No Justin Fields MVP love, that's crazy. Garrett Wilson, 2nd in OPOY. Max Crosby, 7th in DPOY. And our rookie linebacker was 10th in D-Roy. So that's cool. And we have a date with the Houston Texans, who knocked us out of the playoffs in our first playoff run 2 years ago. We can get a win, right? Come on. We could beat the Texans. Come on. Yes, we can. Sick. And also, just so people can see, I did not force win anything except for the bye week, apparently. And then, obviously, of course, in the postseason, did no such thing in that 16-13 win over the Texans. Now, for this Chiefs game, because this is the last year, I'm not going to hop in just yet, but we are going to hop in and sim through manually. And if we're losing at the end, I'll try and jump in and see what I can do. All right, here we go. Divisional round at Geha Field, Geha Field. I don't really know how they say that. Chiefs take an early 7-0 lead. Not ideal. Answering with a field goal here. Ah, shoot. Keep it rolling. Come on. There we go. Unfortunately, it appears we peaked in the divisional round. This all-in team just can't even hang. Justin Fields can't audible for some reason. Yes, he can. Oh, man, this is rough, dude. Malachi Clorley, you slow MFer. This shit's over, man.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes.
So, according to my Madden rebuild, Aaron Glenn's getting fired in year 3. I'm just kidding. They wouldn't have gone all in like that. It was fun while it lasted. That's going to be this Jets rebuild. Ends with us peaking in the divisional round, unfortunately. I mean, honestly, I would trade a lot for a divisional round matchup with the Chiefs as a Jets fan. I haven't even seen a playoff game, wild card playoff game, since I was in the 5th grade. But that's okay. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, I'd love to keep doing it. I would do more teams than just the Jets. We have a fun time here. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. See you again soon. All right, I'm a liar. I figure we come back. I can't end it on that note. My rage has subsided about losing to the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional playoff round, but we still had a pretty good season, so we probably got some dev trade upgrades. Justin Fields to superstar, wonderful. Not much here. Kirby Joseph, superstar X Factor. Whitaker, he might have been a star dev, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, I think I missed this. I was going back and watching the footage. I missed this from last year. I think he upgraded Mr. Samuel down here to a superstar X Factor. So this defense is so good. We have Max Crosby now. DeForest Buckner's probably out of here because he was on the last year of his contract. We're probably not going to bring him back. I got to give Justin Fields a deal as well. Shoot. All right, Justin Fields is not happy with us right now. He might be a franchise tag candidate. Meanwhile, Michael Carter here wants $4 million a year. That's not bad at all. Okay. DeForest Buckner's back on a 1-year contract. All right, Michael Carter II's back. Justin Fields, $63 million to play quarterback next year. Not ideal at all, but I mean, we can't go into next year without a quarterback, so no cap space whatsoever. All right, may have given up a little too much draft capital to do it, but I really like this guy, and there's a lot of salary I got to be shedding right now, and I'm not even done yet. We got to keep going. All right, I'm actually a liar. No more trades. I'm good. It's time to sim to next season. Oh, I need a punter. I needed a punter. Oh, no. Now we're going to be skimming the next season. Skimming. I keep saying skimming. What am I, skimming the pool? No. Skipping to next season. And this year, this will be the year of the New York Jets. All right, here we are entering the 2027 season. Gonna have to be doing some salary gymnastics this year. Justin Fields, I don't know if we're gonna be bringing him back. We have a quarterback waiting in the wings. This might be our last ride with JF7. Colston Loveland's coming back. Dexter Samuel's coming back. Maybe Trayvon Booth. Started out at 24 years old. That's pretty solid. Landry McDaniels. I kind of want. Nah, I don't have any other good linebackers, so we're gonna keep him there. Just gonna adjust the depth chart real quick, make sure everyone's in the right spots. Here we are, 3 weeks into the 2028 season. My apologies. Starting 2-0. Beating the Bills, beating the Patriots. That's what we like to see. All right, Colston Loveland. I overdrafted you, possibly, and now you're going to be around for such a long time. Franchise tight end. Turned out to be a great pick, but could have had Mason Graham. But we love Colston. We love Colston. Dexter Samuel here. We want him around for a while. Him and Sauce going to be locking dudes up. Justin Fields, you are the tricky one, my friend. Yeah, for 1.5 mil a year, please Trayvon. Justin, and he goes by the name Justin. That was embarrassing. You know, if he's willing to come back at lower numbers like that, I wouldn't have a problem keeping him around for another year. But I'm not franchise tagging him again, paying him. It was $60 million last year. Who knows what the hell it would be after on a consecutive franchise tag, which just drives the price up so much. 3-0 now. Let's go, man. All right, 1 year, 30 mil, Justin. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Under the salary cap roof for the next season. And now it's time to send to the playoffs. 11-6, our best record yet. Let's go, man. Still no Jets. I don't think I've ever seen in this rebuild. I haven't seen a single one of my players in that little graphic there. Justin Fields, solid year. Just about. I'm gonna be a little bit of a drop off in touchdown passes, but still producing. Breece Hall still producing. Garrett Wilson, relatively quiet year for his usual high double digit standards in the high teens, lower yards. Corley, good year. Colston Loveland, Thurman Hoover, 12 touchdowns. Shout out, man. On defense, Kalen McDonald and Jamian Sherwood led the way. Jermaine, 17 TFLs, 9 sacks. Quinn Williams, Max Crosby. A little quiet, I would say, for him, for such a high overall player, but that's fine. Sacks have always been kind of low for some reason. But Sauce, 4 picks. MC2, 4 picks. Beautiful stuff. Jamian Sherwood. It's been around a while. Sauce with a pick 6 this year. That's sweet. 8th offense in football. Defensively, 17th. No MVP love for anybody. Actually, let's see. Coach of the year, potentially. 7th. Only Jermaine Johnson cracks the DPOY. I think that's the first time I haven't seen Quentin Williams in here this entire time. Nothing in O-Roy, nothing in D-Roy. All right, well, we got a date with the Baltimore Ravens, who we beat in the first year. Or, excuse me, Baltimore, what the heck am I thinking? Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. That's a win against the Jaguars. And we got the Colts. Come on. Come on. We're in the AFC Championship. This is special. All right. Doing the same thing I did for the Chiefs game. Hopefully this time I won't jump in. Or if we're losing that bet. We were losing by like 2 touchdowns by the time I jumped in. Not great stuff. But here we go. Second chance at greatness. Let's get it. All right. M&T Bank Stadium. The location of the AFC Championship game. 15-2 Baltimore Ravens team. A true juggernaut. Jets coming in here. Down a touchdown already, but we answer. Ravens answer. We don't. We do. All right, time for some defense. Okay, that's... Oh, no. Oh, I thought we didn't have the ball. That's great. Okay, no sweat. 55 seconds in a dream. This squad, We're not going down. Not this time. Start things off with a run, soften things up. That was no good. Keeping it moving. A little too much clock. Oh, I don't have any timeouts. Oh, I don't have any timeouts. Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland. Okay, getting out of bounds. That's solid. Solid stuff. The no timeouts thing is pretty crazy. I got to keep an eye on that. We're looking at Garrett Wilson here on this play. Beating Marlon Humphrey. Over the top. Oh, Garrett. Too easy. Too easy. And now we're going to jump on defense because this Baltimore Ravens team has 3 timeouts. Yeah, we're a little concerned about this. This is Lamar Jackson we're talking about here. Mr. Jackson. Oh, God. Oh, God. There we go. Okay. See if the pass rush can get home on this one. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that's not good. When in doubt, prevent out. Because you know they're taking a shot at the end zone here. They got no choice. One final shot here. Yeah, come on now. Let's fucking go, man. The Jets are back in the Super Bowl for the first time since the 1968 season. The New York Jets are the champions of the AFC. I guess actually they've never been champions of the AFC. They've been champions of the AFL. Never been champions of the AFC. We got the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl. That'd be a very, very fun Super Bowl because that's 2 teams that have longed for the taste of the Lombardi Trophy. I mean, the Jets, the 60s. Chicago Bears, it's been since 1985. So, it doesn't look like we got too many dev trade upgrades. Everyone looks to be about the same spot they were from before. Except from... I don't know if this receiver... He was hitting dev. He was hitting dev. I've gone this whole season without a punter. Like, literally the entire season. Maybe not. Did I never hit adjust lineup? I never... oh, I had running backs this whole time. That could have maybe contributed. How many snaps do these guys have under their belt? 100. Oh, that's great. That's just fantastic. Oh, Jermaine got superstar. He did not have that before. All right, Super Bowl time. Can't believe we made it here without having a starting punter. He was on the roster, but just was not starting. But regardless, here we go. Same principle we did for the championship game. Let's go. Here we go. In Raymond James Stadium for Super Bowl number, I'm not 100% sure. Don't want to skip the next play. Want to start. Here we go. Come on, Jets. 10-0 lead into halftime. Go ahead, touchdown. Bears tie it up. Field goal. Oh, baby. It is time. Justin Fields' legacy's on the line. Going with what worked last time, because you can't beat old reliable, which is Colston Loveland on an option. Doing whatever the defense says. He's open. That's nice. All right, there's time. We got timeouts. We can take a little bit off the clock here because 1 minute and 20 seconds, that's a long time, especially since the Bears have 3 timeouts. Okay. Running game not really been there. 7 carries for 5 yards. Brees. You know, maybe I should call a timeout now. 19 seconds. Was not watching the clock. That's fine. Here's 2nd and 7. Come on. Ooh, okay. The Bears know how to stop bench. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Going back to Colston Loveland here.
Read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going.
Unless some of these receivers get open. I mean, he's wide open. We'll call timeout. And then we're going back to Colston Loveland again. Because he should be open, should have some space to run, and if he's not, still got 1 timeout left. But yeah, maybe I shouldn't be telegraphing my plays, huh?
shots.
All right, now we're getting a little. This could be it right here.
Another throw for Fields. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. And the Lombardi
I had the slot open.
makes its return to Chicago. The Bears have won the Super Bowl.
I had the slot receiver open. Wow, I sold. Hope this doesn't blow up for how awful my Madden skills are. Alright, this is genuinely going to be the last season we do here for this franchise. Might be another all-in type of year where I'm just trading assets up the wazoo to bring in the best possible talent. See, the thing is, like, offense, I feel like we're already, like, relatively maxed out. I mean, like, I got Garrett. Offensive line is damn good. Defense, I could maybe bring in another superstar edge rusher. I mean, all right, really sad. Jermaine Johnson and Michael Carter, 2 Jets. I mean, at this point in this virtual Madden league, Jet franchise icons, and then a backup guard, and then our first-round pick this year and next year for Jack Sawyer and Patrick Queen. So the defense is going to be absolutely unreal. Offense is already a 93 overall. We're winning the damn Super Bowl this year. All right, simped free agency, the draft, you name it. Here's the team coming into preseason. I don't even know how the computer drafted. Got some great backup offensive linemen. And last year, drafted a superstar X-Factor running back. That's incredible. Yeah, this is the squad. If we don't win the Super Bowl this year, it's all over from here. There's actually so many players that need contract extensions, it's not even funny. There's nowhere near enough money in our budget to bring back everybody. But that's okay, because this is the last year of the franchise. The world's blowing up after this NFL season in 2030. So, let's get right to it. 12-5. A step up from Justin Fields. Finally. MVP-esque season. In his age 30 season, 49 touchdowns, 10 picks, easily career best. Breece Hall, amazing year. Garrett Wilson, 21 touchdowns. Oh my goodness. Patrick Queen leading the way, our new defensive addition. Max Crosby with a great year. Quentin Williams, Jack Sawyer. Sauce Gardner, 7 interceptions. Wow. Easily the best year yet that we've had. Number 1 offense in football. Number 2 defense in football. And we only had 12 wins and didn't get a first round bye. Justin Fields, 6th in MVP. Aaron Glenn, 5th in coach. Justin Fields and Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson up here at number 2. Josh Allen's a Colt now. Greg Rousseau, DPOY. No Jet representation in DPOY. And nothing in the Rookie of the Year conversations. All right. Buffalo Bills. Nothing to us. Absolutely nothing. Cleveland Browns. Pff, get out of here. New England Patriots. No! That can't be how this ends. Ugh. We lose to the New England Patriots in the AFC Championship game, which is probably the most disgusting way this could all end. But that's football, man. That's the NFL. You don't win every year. It's just how it is. But hey, we built a damn good team. 94 overall. That's really good. And I'm really proud of that. And hey, we made a Super Bowl. Came a few agonizing yards short of the game-winning touchdown, which was 100% my fault. Can't blame the computer on that one. But seriously, if you made it this far in the video and you had a good time watching, I really appreciate it. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff and different teams, like, hey, maybe I rebuild the Chargers next or the Raiders or something like that, I would have a great time. Would love recording it. Would love putting it up. If you like this, show some support. Comment. Say, hey, good stuff. I mean, that's the stuff that's going to get more content made in a similar sense. So it's pretty late. I'm going to go to sleep. Go Jets.